Alexander Mogilny, man, yet again, this guy not entering the Hockey Hall of Fame. They announced their class yesterday. And I hate the announcement day for a variety of reasons. Among them is the burial of guys who actually get in. Like, if you notice on social media, all the consternation, all the annoyance is like, how did that guy get in? How did that girl get in? And it sort of buries them. And it has nothing to do with these people. And talking about yesterday, of course, Henrik Lundqvist, we all knew that was coming. Tom Barrasso played 4 games for the Toronto Maple Leafs, if you remember that. Mike Vernon, Carolyn Willette, Ken Hitchcock's going in, Pierre Lacroix as well, 2 builders there. But again, the big story on social media, not to the extent was Curtis Joseph, of course, a former Toronto Maple Leaf, but Alexander Mogilny not getting in yet again.
Almo. Yeah, I mean,
he was sick, man.
It's a tough job. There's a lot. Like, did he win a cup?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know. Well, it's tough, man. I mean, I like Mike Vernon. I mean, he's a pretty legendary goalie. He seems to have like two personas, like the old school Flames. They won their cup in '89, the first one for that city. He was their goaltender. If that's not kind of enough having that, then he goes on to Detroit. It just seems like, I guess he changed his mask and he doesn't look so old school is basically what it was. Wins another cup with them, was involved in, those huge rivalries and whatnot. I think he's a no-brainer. And if you're the guys running the show at the Hall, it's tough, man. You can't just let everyone in at once. And like some people have got to wait a long time. And, if the people that got snubbed this year, well, wait a couple of years. Look at the guys who get in who have been waiting for 20 years. I mean, it is what it is. And not an easy job. And there's not a strict parameter of this is what gets you into the Hall of Fame. It's kind of it's just kind of an accolade based on a general idea of your career. So there's going to be guys that are left out for years at a time, but hopefully everyone who's deserving does get in.
Just to confirm, I forgot about this. Alexander Mogilny won the Stanley Cup with New Jersey in 2000, played 18 years, of course, in the NHL. And it's just easy to forget considering how long it's been. But you can't help but wonder what Alex Mogilny needs to do. I mean, when you compare Almo to other players who have gotten into the Hockey Hall of Fame, it's pretty black and white. Like, the guy deserves to be there right away. I mean, my first wonder was like, the guy's Russian. We all know what's going on with Russia right now. I know people are trying to find answers, but I think that's part and parcel why the last couple of years there really hasn't been much consideration for Alexander Mogilny. Maybe I'm completely wrong and off track in saying that, but again, when you compare this guy to other players who are getting in, it just seems pretty simple that Alexander Mogilny deserves to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame, Rose. Maybe I'm looking at it too wrong.
No, I don't think so. I mean, if he deserves to get in, then he will get in. And if it does have something to do with the public relation optics of it during a war going on, he's Russian, as if he has anything to do with that. But maybe that has something to do with it. But at the end of the day, if we look back in 8 years and he gets in 2 years, and we'll be like, remember 6 years ago when Emo got in and he should have been in 2 years before? It's like, whoop-de-doo, man. It is what it is. And again, tough job. I wouldn't want to do it. There's got to be some bias going on. There's got to be some push and pull. Who knows what it's like? But at the end of the day, you'd think he's going to get in. And some guys got to wait longer than others. Simple as that. I mean, Henrik Lundqvist, unbelievable goaltender. He didn't win a Stanley Cup. And no one's talking about that. There's a lot of push and pull. And it comes down to what guys remember and what they did and who has to wait longer than others. At the end of the day, I think he will get in, and time will probably be on his side.